apologies if this is rehashing old news, but I didn't realize just how close Caitlin Clark came to going to Notre Dame, which would have been obviously, a huge thing for the Irish. They've done a good job producing guards in the league, so it's not as if Clark's career necessarily would be markedly different. But I do think the fact that she went to Iowa is a special aspect of her journey. Not because I like Iowa, but because it's so unique. It put Iowa on the map. It was like, who's this girl from Iowa who's breaking all these records? And she didn't go to a prestige program. I mean, obviously there's UConn at the top of the list. There's what Dawn has going in South Carolina, but Notre Dame is a very, very well-known college program. And Caitlin talked about this on New Heights, and I discussed this at the time. But it wasn't until I heard what Muffet McGraw, the former Notre Dame coach, had to say about this that it really was like, oh, wow. Again, I'm sure this has been detailed in previous articles, but it didn't stand out to me in the same way because I wasn't covering it back then like I am now. So for anybody else who was unaware, I thought this was worth sharing. This was with Good Game with Sarah Spain. I'll link the full podcast in the description, as I always do.
Caitlin Clark talked about how Notre Dame was top of the list, and then she made the switch to Iowa. What do you remember about those conversations, and what would it have looked like if it had been Caitlin Clark at Notre Dame?
I may still be coaching if Caitlin Clark had come to Notre Dame. I remember it well. Loved recruiting her. Terrific person. Loved her game. Her parents, great family. Everything was good. She went to a Catholic school. When I went to recruiting at Dowling Catholic, they waited on me. I mean, they brought me popcorn, they brought me drinks, they gave me special seating. It was amazing. Everybody in the place, I think, wanted her to go to Notre Dame, and it was fun recruiting her. The home visit was great. She committed to us, but I had a feeling it was kind of a soft commitment when she did, because she couldn't decide. And then finally she said, I want to come, but it wasn't like I'm coming, it was kind of like I made the decision. And so after that, we waited and waited for her to announce it, because as you know, we're not allowed to announce anything. The players have to do that themselves. And so she made the announcement a long time after that. I kept saying, when is it coming out? And then when she made the announcement, she was going to Iowa. But of course, she called me first to tell me that she was going to that classy person that she is. And I thought, after seeing 4 years of her at Iowa, it was probably a pretty good decision.
That's what Caitlin said on the show. It worked out pretty well. Worked out well for her. She did okay. And she certainly did. And is one of the most, if not the most unique sports phenomenon of our lifetime. But I thought that was an interesting little tidbit, as close as Notre Dame thought it was to happening. And look, I mean, if Caitlin had gone to UConn, there's no question in my mind they win. Notre Dame, who knows? Same deal, though. Anywhere she goes, she's greatly increasing the championship chances. But putting Iowa on the map the way she did and building her own legacy, I do think was the right decision. Clearly, not just in hindsight, in the way it worked out. I saw another video resurface today that I thought was cool too. It was my two favorite players to watch are Hannah Hidalgo and Caitlin Clark. And this is a video of them coaching together. I think they did it around the Special Olympics, actually. But it's an old video. It has really nothing to do with what I was just saying, other than Notre Dame currently plays, or Hannah Hidalgo currently plays at Notre Dame, and they're my two favorite players to watch. But it came across the timeline today and figured I'd add it.
Wow. That guy's eating. Seriously. That guy's had like 5 threes. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Hey, good screen. I like that. Yup. And one! Free throw! Let it go, 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 go! Hey! Yes, sir! Ah! And one! Count it!
I like seeing how pumped she was there, because Caitlin Clark, big time basketball fan. No one can dispute that.